Hi guys. Happy Wednesday. It's been a little while since I made a video, so I figured I'd make a video. This is kind of like a follow-up to Dune 2. Maybe I'll throw that in the headline. I actually went and saw Dune 2 again last night with my son. Picked up some more stuff from that movie. It's a continuation of the last video. You know, how much of this reality is based on belief, right? I would say pretty much 100%. I got to be honest. After watching that movie, really made you kind of think about, what you believe. What is real to you, and what is your understanding of the state of reality, and how does your belief uh, around that determine the decisions you make? Because every choice you make is based on your own belief system, right? There isn't a choice that you make during the day of what you're doing that isn't based in belief. For example, if I believe that people are going to throw something at me through the screen when I make a video, then I probably won't want to make a video, right? I don't know. It's just everything. I can't think of anything, any choice that we make um, that isn't based on belief. If I believe that I'll starve to death if I don't eat, it's a belief, right? Is that true? I don't know. I mean, there's stories of yogis sitting there as like husks, not eating. There's stories of that guy that didn't eat for over 20 years, and I think some university in California started looking at him to make sure that he was did what he said he was doing. And so modern science can't nail this down. Now quantum physics is starting to unlock those keys, saying that if everything in space and time is instantaneously connected at the same time, and time is an illusion, then theoretically you don't really need anything. You are the creator of your own reality. Now, that's great, but if you don't recognize that everything else is as well, then you'll come into conflict with it, right? So the biggest, most enlightened state is to make sure that you're not in conflict with somebody else's beliefs, right? Not trying to convince anybody of something, because then you're in conflict. The movie Dune 2, it tells a lot about how Jessica, after she took the water of life, she saw the beauty and the horror. And then she started to go after the weaker ones in the tribe, to go after their belief system so that they would believe in Paul, knowing that belief is everything. Because if you have a whole group of people that just don't believe in you, then there's no power there. Right? So, for one thing, you're never going to be able to have faith in someone that doesn't believe in themselves or believe what they're able to do. Why would anybody want to believe in that person? On the flip side, do we need to believe in someone else? If we're all the creator, why can't we just believe in ourselves and our ability to manifest the life we desire without the need to try to twist the belief of someone else? Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of healing that goes on there, right? Before you can get to a place where you're not in conflict at all with anybody else's belief. Because, I mean, that's what starts wars, right? Beliefs that are in conflict with each other. Believing that you need to feed off of one another to survive. I mean, that's a belief, right? Do we? I don't think so. I think that I've always believed in ask and you shall receive, as long as that gets turned away the other way, right? Because if somebody asks you for something and you don't provide it, then how could you be provided for if you ask? It's a belief, right? I think I'll just leave it at that. Let you guys stew on that one for a little while. You know, I'm going to talk about this on Friday. Your biofield is a switch, right? Your creator and consuming. So you have this negative field, you know, two sides of the same coin. So the amount of times that you switch back into your consuming mode determines your resonant frequency, because you're not creating, so you're not reproducing from yourself, which means that's a cycle, right? One cycle of creation. When you look at the multiplication of cells in the body, you know, you start with one cell, and you got 2 cells, and you have 4 cells, and you have 8 cells, and you have 16 cells, and you have 32 cells, right? And that's the cycles. Now, that frequency slows down as soon as you go into consuming, because you're no longer producing, right? You're not reproducing of yourself. You're just consuming. So the same thing can be applied to belief in the mind. I mean, it's a circuit. So you're actually literally switching inside your head. And those switches determine what your belief is. Like, oh, I'm not going to do, or this isn't going to happen, or this can't happen for me, or blah, 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 right? Belief. It's a switch in the mind. Very powerful. So, yeah. I'll let you guys stew on that for a while. Give me in the comments what do you guys think. Because, you know, as soon as, what was really interesting to me is Paul changed in that movie. You know, once he took the water of life, he wasn't Paul anymore. Because he could see the future. Powerful clairvoyant. Somebody that could see all the way into the future. And so, here the question is whatever he saw and whatever he felt was so profound, and his belief, his own belief, started to shape the world around him. And if people would have stopped believing in him, remember, I mean, that scene, I don't want to ruin the movie for you guys if you guys haven't seen it, but that scene where he's standing in the middle there after he'd taken it, and he starts speaking to the people, and they get an uprising because he told them that he was in control. And then he questioned, he's like, I know, you know, you question your faith. Even now, you question whether or not I am the one that you've been believing that would come. And then he starts talking to people about their intimate details that only they would know. And then they were like, oh my gosh, this is the guy. Powerful psychic. Somebody who can actually change someone's beliefs. Yeah. Think about how in history, in spiritual texts, figures like that, right? And then maybe how those beliefs might have been corrupted to make sure that somebody else is believing in something that allows you to control them. Yeah. I think I'll leave it at that. We'll catch you guys later. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you in the next video.